Hey everybody, Mickey here, following up with the Final Fantasy X walkthrough. I've gone ahead and finished the Blitzball tournament, and in doing so, kind of messed up on my scoring leaders there. Wasn't really too interested in getting the top scorer reward anyways. But the tournament is over, and the reason why that's important is because after finishing first place, we've gotten Wakka's attack reels, which is I mean, that's the best overdrive in the game. Looks like learn a couple abilities, but I'm not really too interested in this. I'm going to go ahead and renew their contract to another 3 games, just in case I want to play a different tournament. Again, you can get more rewards, but I'm done with all of that, and yeah, the attack reels for Wakka is it's by far the best overdrive in the game. I'll show you that later. I've done a little bit of ability sphere farming. Because of that, I've leveled up a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and take care of that here. The reason why I went and did some ability sphere grinding, I guess you could say, honestly, I just killed 3... What? Jeez. The sphere grip jerked like that, and I got really concerned that we were going somewhere else for some reason. But anyway, yeah, I've gone ahead and took out some of those dual horns in order to get a few more ability spheres, because as you see here, we're learning a couple abilities. Aim with Wakka. What did we learn with Tidus there? I think it was Provoke. Yeah, it was Provoke. While leveling up, a little bit of experience or AP was gained, and that's why doing some spear gridding right here, because in Mushroom Rock, it can get a little bit dicey, but as long as you play your cards right, you'll be fine. Yeah, look at that. We've already used 3 ability spheres already, so... Look at this, another one? Jeez. Oh, I'm just gonna show off real fast. I could get these extract abilities. There's extract power, with Tidus, or Wakka here in the beginning, there was an extract ability. I guess that could have helped. Extract speed. All that does is it gives you the ability, it's kind of like a spell. When you cast it, the enemy will drop that specific sphere. So, for instance, with Wakka, who had ability, extract ability, instead of dropping a power sphere or something, the enemy would drop ability spheres. So, again, I guess it could have helped out a little bit, but I didn't think it was too pertinent. But anyway, this pretty much has me almost all leveled up here. I like to go ahead and get a few sphere levels before actually doing all my leveling. It feels like it's a little bit more useful. It feels like I'm actually gaining some levels here. And one of the only things I wanted to show is that I have the Stunning Steel equipped with Tidus. I'm going to go ahead and equip the Fire Blade that I got with Auron, which is that drop. Presumably from a bomb, actually. And with Kimahri, I'm going to go ahead and equip the Heat Lance that we got as well on Mihan High Road. Well, thank you. Those equips aren't, again, they're not super necessary or important, but they will help, because we've got a few enemies that you're going to want to take out that are weak to fire, so... Yeah. How am I getting ambushed? Again, look at this! I swear to God, it's like when the camera is rolling, I just get ambushed. And look at this! Wasn't I full health? Oh my God! I was full health, right? I swear to God, as soon as I start recording, just
to us.
Fucking mayhem. Look at this shit. Ridiculous.
The fiends here are tough.
They're not. I mean, they're not more tough than anything that we haven't already seen. Jeez, this is a weird situation we're in. God. Alright, anyways. Okay, so because the red element is going first, as well as the Fungwar, these are new attack. New enemies, Raptors and Fungwars. The Fungwar will go ahead and use Fire and Sleep, which can be pretty deadly, and the Raptor has the ability, like the Epira, to I believe, go ahead and cast debuffs while he attacks you. So in this situation, I'm going to go ahead and try to mitigate damage as best as I can. Let's go ahead and take out the red element with Blizzard. Well, at the very least, that works. Eat some fire damage, which that sucks, but oh well. Monster A is going to be Raptor, so let's take him out now. And the rest should be pretty easy from here on out. Let's go ahead and bring in Waka, just for some participation.
Bring it on!
Could go ahead and use attack reels, but I think that would be a little bit of a waste. Let's go ahead and bring in Orin. Again, we're just at participation right now. And Yuna hasn't had a turn yet, has she? We take him and just go ahead and end this right now. A little bit of a puzzle in figuring out how this all works, because Kimahri, you'll see that Fungwar's elemental weakness is fire. Kimahri can take him out in one hit with the Heat Lance, even though he got the critical hit there. And what I'd like to start doing too is I'm gonna go ahead and put my faster characters in the front row here first, just to show that off one time real fast. I keep explaining that they're the fastest characters, but if you look at the agility stat here, so for Tidus, he's got 13, 13 for Yuna. Let's skip these guys, and then 11 for agility. But yeah, for Waka, you see 7, 5, 5. These guys you definitely don't want to have in the front row, preferably, because even if you don't get ambushed, you can get slaughtered by a normal encounter.
We've been expecting you. Please proceed to the command center.
Well, thanks, will do. There's another new enemy here, which is the Lamashtu. The Lamashtu? Weird pronunciation. I might not be the best. Some of the names here are a little bit different. He's also weak to fire, so yeah, that fire, the Heat Lance and the Fire Blade, or whatever it was called, for Orin, is definitely going to be pretty useful here. Let's go ahead and actually bring in Kimahri. The Lamashtu has piercing. Well, it says right there, piercing is the way to go. But going ahead and take him out. Yuna's going to go ahead and use No Blaze here. That's going to prevent any fire damage from the red element. And just for some participation credit, let's go ahead and bring in the others. Waka defends, Orin defends, and Lulu will go ahead and finish it off. You're going to want to watch out for the Fungwars in this area. When they put you to sleep, if you get matched up with an encounter that has a Fungwar and a red element, the Fungwar can put you to sleep through pollen and then use fire on you, as well as the red element using fire on you. And it can be pretty deadly, so you want to watch out for that. Yeah, the Fungwar's, the pollen attack will put you right to sleep, and when you're physically attacking them, they can go ahead and counterattack you with pollen as well.
Oh,
so.
wait, damn it!
I've actually never heard Waka say that before. I'm kind of surprised. He seems so angry. Let's go ahead and bring Orin in to go ahead and take out the Lamashtu. Standard stuff here. No Blaze. Lamashtu actually has a fire attack that can hit everybody as well. Pretty damaging. I would say that he would be the #1 priority, just because of the fact that he can only be taken out by Orin or Kimahri, and the fact that you can use No Blaze with Yuna to be able to mitigate the damage, but you don't want to have the No Blaze offset by the Lamashtu hitting you with a fire attack, and then the red element or Funguar adding into the fun by using fire. Again, just general tactics and strategy you want to watch out for.
The presence of a maester and a summoner is great for the troops' morale. Myself included. Thank you for being here, my lady.
I suppose
Depending
there's
on the
something
way
to say to
things
that.
turn out, we might suffer casualties. In such an event, we would be grateful if you could perform the sending, my lady.
Yeah. Kind of like the event in Kilika. Lucille is stating that Yuna might have to do a sending. We haven't quite ran into all of the new enemies in this area, but pretty positive in due time. Yeah, for instance, here's this Garuda. He's someone that you can run into here as well. The way that I like taking the Garuda out, well, let's see here. Something to note is that the Garuda has a ton of experience as of right now. Let's go ahead and just bring in Kimahri to tack on a little bit of damage. Yeah, as a matter of fact, the Garuda has... Let's go ahead and just haste Tidus. The Garuda can actually give you more AP than that Chocobo Eater gave us in the last couple of episodes. It's something to definitely note, because if you overkill the Garuda, that's where it's applicable. But I think that normally killing the Garuda, it doesn't really give us, it doesn't give nearly as much experience. So what I want to do, and what I'll be doing off screen after this, is because it takes a little bit of time, of course. Let's go ahead and get some participation credits for Lulu. Is I'll go ahead and take these Garudas out specifically after I get my main party in here by cheering. So I'll use both Tidus and Kimahri to go ahead and cheer themselves multiple times. What's nice about casting haste, I like just to cast haste on Tidus, because with the stunning steel, you could potentially hit with a slow strike. So there you go. See how Garuda is moving super slow? I mean, I can tell that even without using Kimahri's sensor ability, well, I don't have it because the Heat Lance is equipped right now, but the fact of the matter is you can tell that he's slow right now, and with Dark Attack and slow, this guy is pretty much harmless at this point.
This ends now.
All in all, what needs to be noted is that I'm just going to go ahead and cheer a few times. The number that you want to be doing to hit the overkill is 560. So just keep that in mind if you're looking to get these overkills with the Garuda. Yeah, this Garuda specifically is more powerful than... Let's bring in Raka. I think he has a scout, right? Yeah, 547. I didn't want to kill him without overkilling quite yet, so let's go ahead and use cheer a couple more times. But she just could use a little bit of HP, huh? Should go ahead and heal him up. But yeah, different from the Garuda that we saw at Besaid, this Garuda is more amped up, it's more powerful, so just something to keep in mind. This should be able to go ahead and overkill him, right? Yes, it does. 666. Not bad. And look at the AP that you'll get here. 255, so yeah, pretty nice. Let's do a little bit of spear grading after this, because we got some good amount of leveling, actually. There's a fair amount of experience here to be gained at the Mushroom Rock, especially if you go ahead and overkill those Garudas like I just showed off. Look at all these new abilities we're gaining. Delay attack. Delay attack is not bad. I actually like using it. I think that it gets a pretty bad reputation, just not being very useful. Nice. This is the exact reason why I wanted to bring Kimahri down Tidus's grid, because I knew I was going to go ahead and use the Strength Sphere on that empty node for Tidus. And, Kimahri's strength right now is at 24, which is pretty much on par with Tidus's. But, however, Auron, he comes in with 20 strength, which is kind of like noted to be the strongest in the very beginning stages of the game. Having that added strength sphere and his haste, I mean, Kimahri is going to be extremely useful, not just by delving out good amount of damage, but having a little bit of utility with haste as well. So I really like him being on Tidus's grid, but when I really think about it though, there's so many different ways that you can take Kimahri that it's kind of just ubiquitous. No matter what, whatever you want to do, it's really dependent on your playstyle. Look at that strength bonus with Auron. Awesome. 24 strength that he has now, right? Yeah, 24. Which is 24 basically on all of our really strong DPS characters, so. But yeah, as I was saying though, I mean, whatever route you choose to take Kimahri, he's always going to be useful. It's really dependent on the playstyle that you want to take him down.
We may have to fight here as well. Stay alert.
You could take him down Lulu's path, you could take him down Wakka's path.
I wasn't able to stop them, as you can see. But seeing their fierce determination, I couldn't just sit there. So I decided that I would do everything in my power to help them.
Yeah, it seems like Shalinda took the same path as Seymour did. Oh, I didn't realize, yeah, that this... Here I was thinking I was just going to go ahead and edit out this battle, but it has the last and final new enemy of this area, the Gandarwa. Gandarwa? I'm not really sure how to pronounce his name, but he can easily be taken out through Wakka. That's right. I was like, what's his name here? What's that guy's name? What's the island boy's name here? I think I might have did this a little bit wrong, but we're just gonna go with it. Let's go ahead and take out the Funguar first. The Funguar, now that Kimahri has that +4 strength, the Funguar can be taken out essentially in one hit. I was having a little bit of issues taking him out with one hit, but the Gandarwa, it can use Thunder, so that's why I'm going to go ahead and use Null Shock here. Pretty much all I've ever seen the Gandarwa use is Thunder, so something to think about. Let's go ahead and bring Tidus in for some participation.
My turn now.
Pretty much have this one all done. Auron and Wakka. Looks like water is the element to actually be using against Gandarwa to get an overkill, but we don't have a water strike and water strike weapon for Wakka, so not really gonna fret over it too much. But yeah, I've seen Kimahri get taken in several different directions. Most commonly, I find treasure here behind this little pillar. A lot of people like to take Kimahri down Riku's path in order to get steal and use, which isn't a bad idea, but it's just definitely not my style.
Lady Summoner, what are you doing here?
I feel like by doing that, he just has the ability to actually have DPS, like damage, rather than utility like steal and use. Riku's Sphere Grid is specifically filled with a lot of agility and a lot of HP in the beginning as well, so I would much rather have Kimahri, especially in the beginning of the game where it's a little bit more rocky, to add in with damage, because, well, his DPS is just, like, his physical strength in the beginning of the game, it's pretty high, so that's what I like to use him for. The best build I've ever seen of Kimahri, though, is one where you just don't even use him for a long time. Like, I'm talking about all the way until another ambush. I swear to God, every time I'm recording and showing off a battle, it's always ambushes. But I've seen somebody not use Kimahri all the way up until where you can get a level 2 key sphere. Once you get the level 2 key sphere, they'll go ahead and break into Wakka's sphere grid, and then they'll break into Lulu's sphere grid at the very end, teaching him spells like Flare and Dual Cast. I mean, he is... That's the strongest build I've ever seen, bar none. Let's go ahead. How do I want to do this? Okay, Lulu. A little bit of a puzzle this battle that I got into here, especially with the ambush and all of the fires and the thunders that were hitting me. Just absolutely terrible. I could go ahead and just use Wakka to take it out, but figured I'd get some participation credits, so why not? I'll meet you guys back out when I'm finished up with this battle. And the bottom line is that Kimahri... Thank you. I think Kimahri's a great character. When I first played this game, when I was a lot younger, I never used it. Let's go down this path over here to the west. If we curve around here, and you'll see here, it's kind of hard to see, I can see it from here, but there's a little book on the ground, which is the 10th Albed Primer. But yeah, I never used Kimahri when I was younger. I thought he was just dog shit, but now I figured out how to use him, and he's super useful. Let's go ahead and use the elevator here, and that's pretty much all of Mushroom Rock Road. Those Garudas can be a pain in the ass to overkill, but I swear, the experience is super worth it in my opinion. Nice, get a little bit of Mega Potion, and a save sphere to heal up. Go over here.
You, sir. I want to fight too.
Little scene with Luzu and
Orders
Gata.
are orders.
I'm not a cadet anymore, sir. Let me go with you and I'll prove it to them.
Guarding the command center is important too, you know.
But I came all the way from Besaid to fight Sin, sir.
I know, but an order's an order. To your post, Crusader.
Seem really in a hurry to die, Gata.
But, sir!
Yeah, I get it though. I mean, Luzu's just trying to protect his little, I wouldn't really call him a subordinate, his protege? Probably the best way to call it. Well, let's go ahead and talk to Luzu about what's happening.
They let you through, huh?
Gata deserves better.
At least there's no chance he'll get hurt.
I'm on
Why you
kind
guys
of
fighting
Wakka's
anyway?
side on this one,
Aren't the
Tidus.
almighty Albed Machina enough?
They still need some time to get them ready. Our job is to keep Sin at bay till they're done.
God. You should throw a tantrum, Wakka.
Wakka. I might not get another chance to say this. It's about your brother.
Luzu, no!
What?
I'm the one who convinced him to enlist. I'm sorry.
I don't know what you're so sorry about. It's not like Chapu...
Wakka!
Dude, it's not like
Enough, Wakka!
he grabbed Chapu's hand and said, hey,
We used to play Blitz together.
write the
Chapu used to
contract.
say.
Put your name on the dotted line. Chapu went on his own
He say that when
volition.
we won the cup, yeah. He proposed to Lulu. And then one day, he goes off and becomes a crusader. Just like that.
Chapu also said to me that being with your girl is good. But keeping Sin far away from her is better.
I actually really appreciate this scene. To a degree.
You knew?
Luzu told me before we left.
She hit me too.
All Crusaders in the Vanguard are to assemble on the beach.
That's my cue.
And I also don't know why Lulu was so against Luzu telling Waka.
So you can hit me more?
Lots more.
Do appreciate that Luzu was able to tie up that loose end, though.
Please don't go.
I have to, Yuna.
Let him go. The man has already chosen his path, as you did when you became a summoner.
We start realizing...
It'll be a long time
Okay.
before I ever really understood the reason why Yuna let Luzu pass that day.
Because you couldn't stop him to begin with. I mean, it was the fact that he decided to go, Tidus. But yeah, we learn a little bit more about Lulu and Chapu and Waka. That's gotta call it for now, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll catch you later.